Salutations! You know it. It's another tasty installment of your favorite movie review show because you watched. I'm your critic Poables, and today under our figurative magnifying glass is Guy Ritchie's new sequel to his film Sherlock Holmes. This review request came from this guy, and I hope it doesn't boggle the mind a bit too much when I say that the sequel is called Sherlock Holmes 2. A Game of Shadows! So I saw this film recently with a friend and I had no idea what to expect. Sequels in my experience are usually shite. However, on the other hand, Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr. are fantastic actors. And so I knew that this was going to be a movie of extremes. I was wrong. The film follows the eccentric Sherlock Holmes as he uncovers what is initially thought to be an anarchistic bombing plot around London, but as he gradually unravels more and more clues, he finds that the plot has taken a more sinister turn. Both Downey Jr. and Jude Law were very, very good in their acting roles in this film. Also featured is the famous British actor Stephen Fry. I respect the man for his work, so I hope this doesn't appear rude. Stephen Fry's character was completely unnecessary and basically served as a background for the occasional gadget or fact. The entire film could have been rewritten without him if Mr. Fry had asked for more money, and not a single iota of the film would have changed. I also have to note that Jared Harris, which is the guy who plays the bad guy, is quite good in his role. Of course, I mostly say this because as a bad guy, I mostly just wanted to punch him in the face for the entire film. The film itself was rather intriguing, and the plot was very, very well written and well thought out, I guess. This film is a Guy Ritchie film through and through. Everything from the casting, the way the acting and the humor is portrayed, the way that the plot and the writing, the special effects and the fight scenes in this film are quite astonishing. One of the fight scenes I did find a little excessive, both in realism and just the strange kind of violence, but it was entertaining, and I have to say it's quite well choreographed. The slow motion scenes and sequences in this film are fantastic, although some of it just seemed to be thrown in there for the hell of it. A lot of people I know complain that this film was way too long, but I didn't find that at all. I thought, although it was long, it wasn't too long. All up, this movie gets a 6.5 out of 10 from me. It's good despite its shortcomings, and the ending is sure to knock your teeth out. This second review has been gleaned from the polite inquisition of this user, and the name of this film is A Few Good Men. It features the likes of Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, who happens to be one of my favourite actors because of his portrayal of the Joker in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman. Well, what can I say? This film is a classic piece of cinema, and it's very well known for its use of "You can't handle the truth." The opening sequences are awesome. They really emphasize the uniformity that you later come to be very familiar with in the Marine Corps of the US. The dialogue is quite snappy and it's very witty. It's quite a well-written film. This is the second Tom Cruise film I have reviewed, and initially in this film he seems like a total douchebag. Luckily, as a measure of consistency, he keeps this up through the whole film. Even though it's a drama, there are quite a few lines in this film that just make me cack it. Jack Nicholson's first line in this film basically wraps up his whole role.
Who the fuck is PFC William T. Santiago?
And at some point Tom Cruise says something a little like,
I'm sexually aroused, Commander.
The editing and the shots of this film are quite beautiful, but sometimes it seems like you've just got a bunch of sequenced conversations that happen one after the other. This does resolve towards the end, however. I think it's a reoccurring theme in my vlog now, but maybe I'm just not the army type. If I hear someone say, "Sir, yes sir," one more time, "Sir, yes sir!" It's as bad as Battle Los Angeles. Jack Nicholson deserves a special mention for his role in this film. He does an amazing job. However, towards the end, and this is purely a writing fault, the character just becomes a little more stupid than I can happen to believe. It's not entirely realistic. However, despite Tom Cruise's exaggerated and cartoonish feature of douchiness, the acting is actually quite expressive and well done. All up, I give this film an 8 out of 10. If you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out before it becomes a bit too old to relate to. But again, overall this film is actually very, very good. Comment, subscribe, like, put on Facebook, submit a request, or throw it at a wall. If I get 650 or more views on one of my videos between a week of releasing it, the next week I will release 2, that's right, that's 1 more than the lowest possible whole number, videos the next week, and I guess we can all just watch twice the amount of videos. They call me Poables, I am what I am, and I do what I can. Thank you very much for watching.